Self-love. Do you love yourself? Really? Do you? Do you love others? Do you really love? Do you really know what love is? Huh? Like how much? Like how much do you love, you know? And do you see that there's a possibility, a capability of actually loving more and loving yourself more? What a beautiful practice that is. Just not thinking you know it all, not thinking you've seen it all, not thinking that you know the limit. What limit? There's no limit to love. There's no limit to practicing loving ourselves. We can practice loving ourselves in so many different ways. And we can always up it. We can always up our game with our love for others and for ourselves. And it really starts with ourselves. The self-love really starts with self. And yeah, there's so many ways to practice it. And getting in a self-love practice is a beautiful practice of self-love. Waking up and giving yourself a hug. Waking up and getting out of bed. What a beautiful practice of self-love. The simplicity of brushing your teeth. The simplicity of taking care of yourself in a good way. And then you can just keep taking that further and further to, you know, committing to do the best that you can for yourself. The best that you can for your body. You can take that self-love even deeper and choose to only do things that are good for your body and removing those things that are not that good for your body. You know, somebody offered me some caffeine this morning and I know it's not good for my body. So what a beautiful chance to practice self-love and boundaries and say, oh, you are so wonderful. Thank you so much for offering me that. But for my body, it's not the best thing for my body, so I'm gonna have to say no. And so gracefully just saying, no, thank you. Because I know that caffeine will end up giving me a headache when the caffeine's gone. And then I'll need more caffeine to stop the headache. And it's just an endless cycle. It's like the body's addiction to it. So I know that. And I love myself so much that I don't want to put myself through that. I don't want to have to take, I don't take pills anymore, but I wouldn't want to have to take any medicine, any pill. So if I have practiced self-love by removing those things in my life that would need something else. So if I have caffeine, then I'll need caffeine. So if I don't have caffeine, then I won't need caffeine. I don't want to need anything but myself. I don't want to need anything. And so I practice that, and I practice loving myself on that whole nother level. And it's a beautiful practice, and I'm always getting deeper and deeper into that practice every day. Really saying no to things that I know are not good for me. Really saying yes to things that are. Right now I'm walking to go get some avocados because I love avocados. And I want more avocados. Look, there's a turkey. There's a turkey. Crazy. There's all sorts of things. And I love myself so much that I wouldn't want to harm another animal because I know how it feels to be harmed and I don't want to harm myself. And in my practice of self-love and not harming myself, I practice in not harming others. And it's a beautiful practice, and I keep practicing. And I'm not going to harm that turkey or that chicken, or I'm not going to get it from somebody who has. I'm not even going to get that kind of stuff because that would harm my body and it harms the animals, and I want no part of that. Doing some reflection is good, you know, reflecting at your life and reflecting at yourself and saying, hey, how am I loving myself unconditionally? How am I doing what is best for myself? How can I do what's best for myself? How can I love myself even more unconditionally? How can I treat myself better? How can I be better for myself? Am I listening to music that's not good? Am I saying words of the songs that aren't good or not a good benefit for myself? then how can I change that? How can I make difference? How can I make difference in my life? How can I don't really want to say do better, because you're always doing enough. You're always doing great. But you know, how could we step it up a little bit and love ourselves just that little bit more? How do we do it? Well, besides the self-hug that's totally upgraded by self-love practice, also the smile practice. Just practicing smiling. What a great reaction to whatever you're going through, whatever's happening in your life, however you feel. Practicing that smile, sending that smile at your kidneys, sending that smile to your teeth, sending that smile to your feet. Whatever's needed it, send the smile to it. Like, how powerful is that? Wow, what a beautiful practice of love. What a beautiful practice of self-love. What a great way to shine the love. And what a great way to be the change, to love yourself and to get a self-love practice. What a beautiful way of being the change to make the world a better place by starting with yourself and just loving yourself a little bit more. You know, laughing at yourself, not giving yourself shit, not putting ultimatums. Another one that I did is I shifted from having a discipline to having a practice. It's so much more gentle and gentler to myself when I have a practice, you know, when I'm practicing. Then I'm more gentle on myself. I'm nicer to myself when I don't necessarily get the push-ups in today. And then it's not a discipline. I don't have to discipline myself. It's beautiful to shift that perspective and have a practice instead of a discipline. What a beautiful practice of self-love, seeing life as a practice and not a discipline, and practicing life in ways that's good for myself. Practicing life in ways that does better for myself, that helps me step up into a higher level of self-love, that helps me love myself even more, that helps me love my wife even more and love the world even more. Like, it's amazing practice, and I'm doing it, and it's great, and I'm not doing it, I'm being it. I'm just being it, and it's so beautiful and so amazing. Life is a practice. Be it. So tell me in the comments, like, what's your practice like? What's your self-love practice about? What is it like? I'd love to know. Thank you so much. I'd love to learn new ways of loving and new ways of loving myself even more. Because then I could love the world even more, and everyone and everything even more. 'Cause that's what we're here for. That's what we are. We are love. Let's be it. Be the love, being the love, being the love. Because we be the we that we be. We.